Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the second episode of the 9th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just clicking it, put a password in, and enjoy. So, last episode, very interesting. Obviously, we've seen the aftermath of Amy potentially breaking up with Sheldon in the season finale of 8. Basically, she said that he needs to be on a break. And last episode, he was just pushing and hounding for them to get back together. And it was obviously getting too much more overwhelming for her. He's kind of insulting her as well, just the way Sheldon is, you know what I mean? And the things that he says, she's like, look, mate, I've asked to be on a break, I've asked to give a bit of space, but you're consistently here, you're not giving me time, you're insulting me, that's it, we're done, you know, we're finished. And she actually doubled down on the breakup, so obviously he's upset and he's spiralling out. You know, we had Leonard and Penny, was they going to get married and was he not? After Leonard dropped the bombshell, obviously he made out with somebody when he was away on his work trip, and, you know, fair play to Penny, she kind of overcome that. She decided to push forward her relationship with Leonard, and her love for him means more. And she could try and tuck it away and get married and celebrate for the day, and he actually done that. And now, obviously, we've got Mr. and Mrs. Hofstadter. Interestingly, though, did they say that you're not technically married if you don't consummate the marriage? Is that what they say? Because obviously they went back to the bedroom, started making out. All Penny could think of is a girl that Leonard was kissing. You know, it's in her head. She's kind of getting paranoid, and she's talking about it. He says that he sees her every day in work, and it's made her even worse. You know, she's decided to call the night off, for example, not the wedding. Obviously, they've been married now, and they've gone home, and she's obviously sat in her apartment. He's sat in his. You know, she's talking to the girls. He's talking to Sheldon, and it just basically ended with basically both of the guys looking depressed, sat on the couch, obviously just venting and moaning about women. But at the end of the day, actions have consequences, and you've done those actions, and whatever comes your way, I'm afraid you kind of deserve it. I'm interested to see what happens, though. I firmly believe both of them are going to get back together, but it's going to take time, and it's going to be exciting, obviously, to see the progression of the relationships and how they actually swindle them and bring them back around. I personally think if Sheldon went over to Amy and actually just went down on her knee and proposed, she'd accept, you know, because she does love him. She's just kind of gone through this situation where, like, she's like, you're just doing my head in, you know what I mean? And you need to kind of respect me more. But I do think that she does love him, and obviously she just needs to see that he does that as well, because he doesn't actually physically show it much, and maybe that's the reason why obviously she's in this position now. I'm excited though for the season. Thanks for checking out. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Why are you up?
How am I supposed to sleep? Been married less than 24 hours and my wife isn't speaking to me.
In one day, you've managed to do what it takes many couples decades to achieve.
Hey,
Hey,
you couldn't sleep either?
Me neither. No, but I just had a tickle in my throat.
tell me how I can fix it.
I'm glad you asked. As I see it, there's a simple solution. Your lips had a dalliance with the lips of another woman. You should find another man and dally with him.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I actually think he's onto something.
I'm currently single.
That's true, you are.
What is happening?
I am saving my best friend's marriage.
That was actually good. That it was a good tease, and to be honest, you know, it's kind of like, do you ever watch any crime shows or whatever, and it's like somebody gets killed and they set out for vengeance? I'm gonna get my revenge, I'm gonna track them down, I'm gonna kill them, and they chase them and they kill them, and it's like, do you feel better? And it's like, no, I actually don't feel better, you know what I mean? And then they kind of get the mental trauma of it after it, and that's a similar situation here. You know, two wrongs do not make a right. It's literally that simple. Let her messed up, it don't mean that she's got free pass to do the same, because then it's always going to be in his head, and, you know, it's not just a good way to start, is it? But that was a good tease at the start.
I don't think you understand how being broken up works. The only way I can sort through my feelings is if there is space between us.
Well, hello to you too. But I would like to remind you that we made a baby together.
What baby?
Coach's little internet show known as Fun with Flags.
I'm hanging up.
Yeah, great. See you in about half an hour.
We're broken up.
Sonny and Cher made it work. Their variety show kept going long after the divorce, and here we are still talking about them.
No one's talking about Sonny and Cher.
You must be thinking about Donnie and Marie, because you and I are clearly talking about Sonny and Cher.
But I've seen and talked to you more in the 2 days we've been broken up than in the last 2 months that we were together.
Can't believe you made out with Mandy Chow.
Oh, trust me, I wish it never happened.
You knew about this whole time.
Leonard asked me to keep it to myself.
Let's leave Leonard out of this for the moment. This is about you and me. What do I need to do to make you trust me?
You think it's hard having one wife? Try having two.
We just got drunk and made out.
Whatever. It would have been nice to hear it from you.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to return your belongings. That's what people who've broken up do.
And you didn't do your compulsive knocking ritual, so I would open the door.
You no longer get to enjoy my charming eccentricities. We're not friends with benefits. It's not yours. Oh my. How embarrassing for both of us.
Probably pennies.
It's pennies.
It is none of your business whose naked bosom I'm smushing around like pizza dough.
Ooh, brownies for girls' night.
Hands off, I'm mad at you. Mad at you for blabbing to me what Leonard did on the North Sea, and I'm mad that I've had to hide this from Penny for 2 years.
Why do you let me handle the credit card bill this month? I mean, don't even look at it.
She's gonna think I'm a terrible friend. I wish you never told me.
And I wish Leonard never told me. He's the bad guy here. And you let Penny marry him. Compared to that, who cares if I bought a George Clooney limited edition manscaping kit?
Mate, it's actually really interesting that, to be honest, because first of all, it's not Howard's fault that he was passed the information on from Leonard and he blabbed to her. Like, I mean, he shouldn't be blabbing, but it's technically Leonard's fault. But like, mate, who's worse? Like, the fact that the fact that Bernadette knew about it and didn't tell one of her best friends before she got married, mate, or Howard just knowing, and do you know what I mean, and not really telling people. The fact is that Howard's friend who's getting married has been confided in him, you know what I mean, about that, but his wife, Penny's one of her best mates, has not relayed some important information to her. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that Bernadette's worse or off, but it's a good kind of question to raise, if you know what I mean. Like, he tried to flip that situation then. I'm not saying that he warrants to do that, but what I'm saying is if he brings it up, it creates a decent topic to discuss.
Hi, I'm calling about your marriage counseling services and was curious what your rate is. Really? Okay, is there any kind of discount for length of marriage? We're just talking hours here.
Hi.
Call you back. Hey.
I'm sorry I said I was okay with everything before we got married. I hate that we're going through this, but I don't know what to do.
Hello.
Hey, buddy, can we have some privacy?
No, of course. Wouldn't want to intrude. This is yours.
When I'm done with him, I'm gonna need more information. Look, I might be overreacting, but how am I supposed to get past this when I know tomorrow you're gonna go to work and see this woman?
Bring Penny to meet Mandy.
What? Why?
If they meet, that will eliminate the mystery and alleviate her fears.
I can't think of a more horrible idea than Penny meeting Mandy.
Mate, it actually kind of
Why is
makes a
that?
bit of sense.
What, you actually want to meet her?
No, but now that you're being weird about it, maybe I should.
Fine, you want to meet her?
No, I just want to know that when you're at work, there's nothing going on.
How many times do I have to tell you I have no interest in this woman?
Yeah, well, maybe she has interest in you.
Well, in Leonard? Oh, even the Sparklets guy could see that's unlikely.
The thing is, and I know it's uncomfortable and ideally not the situation that she wants to be in, but like, to be honest, it was a good proposal because, you know, like he was saying, her thoughts might be absolutely wild and flying all through her head. What if they do this? What if they do that? What if they secretly make out? What if they're acting in a relationship? Do you know what I mean? What if she really fancies him? And then she goes there and they've done this before, haven't they? Was it with the with his assistant? I forgot what her name was now. And obviously Leonard was getting some attention and he was kind of loving it, even though it was Alex and he never actually was going to pursue anything himself. When they got there, they realised, yeah, nothing's going to happen between them. And it's kind of the same, like, she could turn up and realise, yeah, this girl's, like, has no interest in him. Might find out she's even dating somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like, people's situations can change. They could be in the same building, but totally nowhere near. You know what I mean? They don't actually work together, but they class as colleagues because, obviously, they're from the same university. There's loads of things. And although it's uncomfortable and it's strange getting them both together, I mean, you actually haven't got nothing to lose if there's nothing going on. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if there is nothing going on, no connection, never going to progress further, you're not doing anything with her, then what have you actually got to lose? You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
I guess my big problem is I never saw Leonard as the kind of guy who would do something like this.
I don't know what to think. But then again, I just found out about it.
You know, I fell in love with Leonard because he wasn't anything like the guys I was used to dating. I mean, I knew those guys weren't above cheating because that's usually how we met.
It's all so new to me, I'm still processing. Think about it, without you, he never would have grown into the person he is now. I mean, sure, more women might notice him, but I think it's better to have a guy be with you because he wants to be and not because he thinks he doesn't have any other choice.
Never thought about it like that.
Oh, me neither, not until just now.
Dr. Sheldon Cooper, and welcome to Sheldon Cooper Presents Fun with Flags. Camera person and co-host, Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler, has chosen to end her relationship with me. I'm going to pause here to let that sink in. Okay. If you need to pause a little longer, just click the pause button. Thankfully, all the things my girlfriend used to do can be taken care of with my right hand. Anyway, let's not spend any more time talking about her. We're here to talk about flags. Flags of countries that have been torn apart. And the women, I have a feeling, were responsible.
Do you guys have any idea how much it costs to see a marriage counselor?
$250 an hour. Why? Bernadette and I have occasionally gone to one to, stay on top of things.
And I'm just hearing about this now?
Dude, just because we're best friends doesn't mean that I have to tell you everything that goes on. Marine biologist, always so cute.
I don't know, but I'd like to get lost in her Bermuda Triangle. I'd let her free my willy.
I'm gonna ask her if she'd be willing to talk to Penny. What?
I'd like to SpongeBob her SquarePants.
I've been thinking a lot about you and me and the boat.
Oh no. Did I sleep with you too?
It's made out.
Oh, well, good for me.
I got married recently.
Oh, congratulations. To Sheldon?
No, to a girl. Anyway, I told her what happened between you and me, and she's concerned about us seeing each other at work.
I don't know. Sounds like you're trying to sabotage the relationship.
No, I don't think so. Penny did say exactly that.
Yeah, Penny said that.
Well, that's something to think about.
On some level, I've always believed that I don't deserve a woman like her.
Oh, you're gonna think about that right here? Maybe you should talk to a therapist about this.
Can he not use his mum?
You'd think I'd be used to women withholding their love. I mean, my mother did. I mean, no matter how hard I tried, she just didn't have any interest in me. I had a dream the other night that I was in a cave and I was nursing a baby, but the baby had Sheldon's head on it.
And your wife is worried about me?
When you're done, we came up with a bunch more.
Did you know, it's actually interesting that, yeah, okay, he was thinking about going to therapy, but, like, this is what his mum thrives on. You know, she absolutely loves assessing these situations. She always tries to call it out, always picks at everybody's kind of, I don't know, like, scenarios and situations and what they're into and how it actually means X and means Y and Z. And I don't know, maybe he can go to his mum. It's not ideal, but at the end of the day, neither's $250 an hour. You know what I mean? I'd rather speak to my mum and feel like, oh my God, mate, she's doing my head in, and spend like a grand a week on it. You know what I mean?
And then the Czech Republic says to Slovakia, I don't think you understand how being broken up works. The Czech Republic was trying to hold on to what it had, given that it's not as young as it used to be. And I don't see any other countries lining up to invade its southern borders. Let's talk about the time Moldova made Romania a birthday cake. And Romania said it tasted good, even though it didn't.
Said you had something to tell me?
Okay, yeah. Do you remember when you accused me of trying to sabotage our wedding? You might be right. Is that I'm pretty sure I know why. Penny, after all these years, I still feel like maybe I don't deserve you.
Okay, that is the lamest excuse you could have possibly come up with. Sometimes I worry you're gonna wake up and leave me for someone more like you.
I don't even understand why you're with someone like me. Why would I want to be with someone like me?
You know, maybe the way I've been reacting was me sabotaging this too.
How about we stop being so scared of losing each other and just be together? I've loved you since the moment we met, and I will keep loving you until the end of time.
It's the most beautiful thing anyone's ever said to me.
Yeah, beautiful. And your beauty fills my heart with love and song.
Getting kind of cheesy, Leonard.
I think that's cheesy. Buckle up. Will you please stay married to me?
Oh, damn it, you topped it. Go to the bedroom and make this marriage official.
Yes, please.
Okay. Sheldon, I can't believe you got us a wedding gift.
I don't know why you're so surprised. I watch movies. I see what people do. Plane tickets and hotel reservations for a weekend away in San Francisco. There's Fisherman's Wharf and Alcatraz and cable cars. We're gonna have so much fun.
We?
Was there a problem?
Oh, no, I just said we.
Dare you go on the internet and say mean things about me and compare my genitalia to part of Czechoslovakia?
You saw through that one, did you?
I don't know what you were thinking, but take the video down now.
She watched it. I'm gonna get that girl back.
You watched it because you emailed it to me with the subject line, "This is gonna make you mad."
She was listening through the door. She wants me.
Yeah, mate, it's going to actually be really interesting. I mean, it could be classed as kind of borderline harassment, though. Like, but I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt, that obviously it's with good intentions, you know, and I firmly believe that she does actually like him. But, like, in real life, say somebody had a toxic breakup, and then one person was consistent badgering them, sending them videos, turning up everywhere, always FaceTiming them, always being in the situations, always trying to push it back. You could deem that as being harassed, you know what I mean? Like, I totally get it in the context of we love these two characters. I firmly believe that they both want to be together. It's just obviously something's kind of happened, which obviously Amy's kind of put her foot down and was like, no, we need to do this. You know what I mean? And it's kind of cute seeing Sheldon trying to fight for her. That's what we like to see. You know what I mean? The whole time in the relationship that they was together, you know, he may have taken it for granted, or Amy for granted, and, you know, he never really gave her as much attention that she deserved, and maybe this is him really realising it and coming to the, you know, the realisation that she's the best person for him, and it's good to see him actually putting the effort in and try and do stuff to make her jealous, or fight for her, or get her approval. You know, I'm excited to see it. Hopefully, you know, Amy starts coming around and starts thinking a few things are a little bit cute here and there, so it's not always him pushing and her rejecting. But that was kind of funny the way he ran to his bedroom. It's like a little kid, wasn't it? Like, a girl finally likes me, I was listening, you know what I mean? And it's good to see that obviously Penny and Leonard have finally kind of resolved their issue. I'm going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, Fun with Flags. Mate, I actually do like Fun with Flags. I think it's just a good little thing that we've put in, and they're always kind of interesting. And even when Amy wasn't taking part of it here in today's episode, she kind of did take a part of it because of how Sheldon directed his comments and his feelings, and you know, the insinuations of using countries to talk about his relationship. You know, oh, you seen right through that one, did you? You know what I mean? Like, he makes me laugh, and obviously it's cute to see him obviously trying to fight for it. It's weird though, like Amy was saying, I can't remember if it was last episode or this one, that, you know, recently I've spoken to you more times and you show more attention to me than you have when we was actually together. And he was like, well, maybe if you want to actually see less of me, then we should get back as a couple. You know what I mean? So that was kind of funny, but it is good and I'm enjoying it. And like I said, I feel like they do deserve to be together, and Amy finally, like, I always feel like Amy put so much effort into the relationship, because I actually do feel like she put so much effort in. It's good, or it will be good, when they do end up, you know, going back as a couple, and Sheldon actually reciprocates the amount of effort that she puts in back so she can feel more loved and wanted, because realistically that's all that she really needs, and that's what this whole process is about. Do you know what I mean? She gives and gives and gives, and Sheldon takes, and she just wants it back. And I think we'll get that in the end of this season, because it's already started, and it's exciting me to see obviously where we go from here. Now, interestingly, you know, in the episode we had you know, the Leonard situation continuing. Sheldon gave a good proposal in terms of, like, he should go to his workplace and bring Penny and see that there's nothing actually there. And to be honest, if Penny was there in that first conversation that Leonard had when he sat down at a table, kind of would have just eliminated all thoughts that she could potentially have. Do you know what I mean? Like, sitting down at a table, this girl, like, didn't sleep, did that, realising that she didn't even have a clue anything actually happened with Leonard, would show that she doesn't have any interest at all in Leonard in general. Now, interestingly, he's kind of used her as a therapist, and Howard was saying him and Bernadette have been in it in the past, you know, to resolve a few little things, and it's $250 an hour, mate. That is expensive. I need to change careers, mate. I actually need to go and solve somebody else's problems for 250 quid an hour. That is ridiculous. Now, he's decided to offload and vent towards this person, realised about himself and the relationship, and gone back and apologised, and not begged, but kind of done a re-proposal towards Penny, which is, you know, accepted. And it looks like we kind of sweeped it all up, done and dusted with their kind of like bickering, and they progressed forward and consummated the marriage. And you know, it's going to be good to see them now as a happily married couple moving forward. I'd like to know, are they going to move in, move out? Maybe we get the trip in San Francisco. I've been there, thought it was really good actually when I went, and it's another potential episode that we could have, which we definitely won't get because we never do, but it would be good to nice to see it. And you know, I feel like we started this season pretty well, if I'm going to be honest, pretty well. I've enjoyed the first 2 episodes. Hope you guys have too. If you have, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.